Hello, in this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For those who's watching, I thank you for watching. In this video, anything I say in this video may or may not be true. It cannot be used against me. If you do, you'll be sued and sent to jail for trying to legally frame me. It is finally, I'm at a hotel and it's not like 8 or 9 p.m. It is about, I think it's about 6:15 p.m. Shia. And this hotel is very, very nice. It's Holiday Inn Express in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and there's some kind of vortex energy here, Shia. I was very shocked. Like, all the buildings here look very new and clean, and this hotel room is very, very clean, like Fairfield. So I'm gonna show you the hotel room, and I got it at an amazing deal, $101 off of super.com. They have some, there's actually, this could be better than the Fairfield. There's some pros and cons. Not pros and cons, but like some things are a little bit better here than Fairfield, because this, they have there's a Keurig machine, and the Fairfield Hotel didn't have a Keurig machine, so I'm drinking a cup of coffee, Shia. I'm so relieved. This trip has been a little bit of hell and heaven. Mostly hell. Mostly all hell. Mostly hell. I would say at least 80 to 90% hell. So I really like this hotel room, and I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. I've been to Holiday Inn Express one other time that I can remember. It was snowing a little bit, but it's not snowing anymore. Hey, where did I put the hotel? Photo. This is what it looks like from the outside. And can show you a view that I have of sort of like the shopping center area. I went to the grocery store across. It's called Weiss, W-I-S-S. It was a very clean, big, new building, and you can tell there's a vortex here. Not all energy vortexes, the towns are clean. This is a very clean town. So I'm going to show you now. I'm not going to say anything about it. The decorations is not as good as Fairfield. However, there's 2 queen beds, and I'm going to sleep most likely probably on this one. So this is this has the 2 queen beds, and the mattresses are very comfortable. I would say definitely more comfortable than last night's mattress. I thought that the last night's mattress was pretty old, and the pillows are really, really comfortable here. This is the view, and it's a very clean, it's not like a city, it's just kind of like a shopping center area right off the highway, and there's the hotel building. I'm very, very surprised. You can actually see my car from the parking lot. I parked in a very open area so that no one would try to be able to get in, and if they did, people would see it. So the grocery store is to this way, right across the street. I'll show you what I got. And this is definitely this town, or at least the area in this town, is an energy vortex. And I'm kind of lied to, thinking that all the energy vortexes are only on the West Coast. It's not true. It's a complete lie. There's been so many lies that I've been had to force to believe. I have your binder up, Shia, with your photos. There's a couple of photos I really like. No, I like all of the photos. I'm not going to show you. So I'm going to shut the curtains. Hold on. I just realized I didn't show you all of the room. It has this really nice TV that I most likely won't use. The Wi-Fi here is the first night that I've had fast Wi-Fi, and I believe that's because the criminal hacker's been changing the Wi-Fi to slow. This really nice desk. I think these tree pictures are very special because they're vortex. Whenever you see these slanted trees, I don't know how I ended up in this room with these slanted trees. I don't know. I don't think everybody knows that there's vortexes around those slanted trees. It's really comfortable. Sofa chair. This is a very nice room. I would definitely say it's one of my favorite. This nice Keurig machine. So I have 2 cups of coffee, and I can brew hot tea. This will be the first hotel where they give me hot tea. It's a spacious room. It has a nice mirror, and in the bathroom there's a bathtub. That's very clean bathtub. I wouldn't go as typically it's very common for people to take baths at hotels, especially when you're traveling. You kind of want to relax. It's a really nice bathtub here, and here's the sink. So I'm really happy about this hotel room. I mean, honestly, it would be worth $186. And I got it for $100, $101 off of the third-party app. I did get my refund for last night because of the cockroaches. That's on livable conditions. So I'm trying to think, well, they're going to try to attack me here somehow. And I used some of the Dove hand soap, and it has a little bit too much fragrance. So I have to be careful because when I go into the hotel rooms, I kind of like to use the products. The Fairfield shampoo and body wash was called Botanicals something. It didn't bother me. The Dove, though, here at La Quinta seems to bother my skin a little bit. But I'm going to probably take more pictures of my skin because I have severe burns and a weird texture all over my body that's like a softness that's not supposed to be soft like this. It's like weird and scary. It's like a scary texture. And Telepathy Supporter says you've been able to detect some of the skin damage more than I have been able to, because they're putting AI mask all over my thing, all of my but this is one of the worst experiences of my life. This happening to my skin. It almost kind of feels like I've been like an acid attack victim in some ways. I'm getting a lot of extreme trauma from it. It's extremely traumatizing to be stuck in a room for several days without really realizing how toxic, because with my chemical sensitivity, I'm always extremely sensitive to chemicals in general. So when I smell chemicals that are like really, really strong, typically the chemicals in general are very, very strong smelling. So now I'm going to show you what I got for my dinner. I'm only going to take one of these out, but I got 2 coconut waters because it's supposed to draw out chemicals. Now I have to tell you something about my skin with the chemicals. And steak cheddar burrito and this Indian palak paneer, which is one of my favorite Indian dishes. I used to get this palak paneer frozen dish a lot. I can't wait to cook Indian food with you, Shia, and we can get the paneer cheese at like a Indian grocery store. So I mean, I've had Indian food, really good Indian food, only a few times at restaurants because they're kind of expensive, Indian food at restaurants. And anyways, in regards to this texture, Shia, I feel like the chemicals are still like in my body because I'm finding out like different kind of burns that over my body are like changing into different textures and colors and shapes, and like it's almost like I feel like kind of like how it absorbs, the refrigerant absorbs into furniture, it's like absorbed into my body, and it's kind of still like it's not just gonna remove like, and it's not like it's not just like a burn. And I definitely have gotten something from this. Both my mother noticed it, said something's different. I don't think that was the correct words that she said, and then she said, yeah, I talked to Dad, and he said, she just calls him Dad because she's not gonna say, well, she always called him Cooch, C-O-O-C-H. She never called him Gregory, she called him Cooch for Coocher, but she always called him Dad, like as in reference to my dad. And he said that he notices something's changed about me as well. And telepathic sports told me you've noticed something as well. So, but they both have some AI possession, and they do also, I'm not going to really talk about them too much. I know that they watch my videos once in a while, and I think it's pretty common though for parents to watch their adult children's videos, especially social media now. Like everybody's on the internet making videos. I don't think they watch all the videos, and especially with such like gossip that's going on in my life, with everything going on. I think they're just curious, and I think they're just mostly curious. They might not even watch this video, however. Anyways, this isn't really my fashion shy that I do, but this was clean, and I kind of wanted something clean against my skin because I've been wearing kind of like dirty clothes along this trip. I definitely feel in this energy vortex, it's definitely giving me energy, it making me less sick, and that's what happens when I go into energy vortex. I had no clue this location area would be an energy vortex. I had no clue that I would drive in. This was luck because I went to hotels in Harrisburg. I saw cheap ones, I saw really expensive ones. I saw this one for like $100, and I'm like, that's just around the price that I want to pay, because if I do get attacked, I don't want to have to feel that extreme anger and irritability for wasting money by getting attacked. But that refund is going back to my dad's credit card, and he did pay for this room, and he doesn't really want me to pay back. I'm gonna pay my mom back because she's paid for. Well, my dad helped with the plane ticket last month, but my mom tends to. I think there's something with like Freemasonry where I can't get help with like everybody, just like my mom. Just the way like in like the past I could only talk to one or two people at a time for like my entire life. Even like with family members, it would only be like one or two family members at a time, and that would circulate. That was part of the kidnapping and the isolation where I wasn't allowed to. Well, I've always shy. You know that I've been naturally antisocial in general, anyways, and socially awkward, and people really didn't like me. Most of the people that were connecting with me were handlers. I don't know where I was going with that, actually. So I'm on the 4th floor. They're giving me some signs at these places and hints that they know what's going on and I'm not being mentally ill. There's definitely something going on where our stories and what's happened to us is sort of like a symbol of how other people are being treated, and in regards to the torture and all of the bad AI that's been happening to us. So I'm so glad to be in this room. I turned the heat up to 78 because I really want to get some heat. And I told my mom the other night that I was sweating. It was so hot, and she goes, "That's good because it'll detox the chemicals." And she's right. So I've been kind of talking to my parents a little bit, not so much my dad, but my mom, while I was on the road trip, because typically if I am on my way back to New Hampshire, my mom will just start talking to me and see where I am and things, and talk about bad things that are, because they're getting tortured too, my parents. So I'm going to I also got a sign about you shy on the highway. Lots of people with their hands in their pocket. 5 people made the person in pocket. You're going to sue. It's going to be way more than suing. It's going to be people going to jail. People are going to get torture penalty for billions of years because this was all supposed to stop 25 years ago, Shia. This wasn't even supposed to happen. And people were kind of making fun of him, like, so this all in regards to this end times, all you criminals are just going to focus on Shia and Alyssa's death still, when it's like completely besides the point. Oh yeah, Shia and Alyssa will die, and the world's not going to end, and like it's just completely like not supposed to be like that. I didn't say completely not supposed to be like that. My ankles are more swollen than usual. I need to walk, and there'll be plenty of room to walk. I didn't walk last night because I was on the phone with Booking.com like 2 different times for over an hour, making sure I got that refund, because that's what happens. I get these attacks, and I said there's no way, that would not be fair if they steal my $186, especially with cockroaches. I was having extreme panic attacks with those cockroaches. It was the place, just the energy. It was like moist. There was moisture in the air. It was so damp. There was like dusty, itchy feeling in the air. I can't tolerate it. It's pure torture. And in regards to the sign on the highways, so Shia, they're using AI. There's criminals watching this conversation, trying to use AI so that when I say certain things at specific times, it will trigger the both of us. I'm just so glad to be here in this room right now and get a break from all of the demon portals I've been driving through. Interstate 40 is not really well paved because there's a lot of potholes, a lot of cracks where like it go bumps, cracks so the car will bump over and over and over, which is very irritating because I thought my tires were going to pop. Yeah, people do get their tires popped from potholes. I've thought in Telepathic Spores have said that Internet 40 is like the Purple Heart Trail, and I think the Purple Heart doesn't just stand for veterans. It stands for the Violet Flame. So there's definitely, this was the first trip where I felt the ley line energy, and when I saw Google Maps and I was driving through the lines that are in between each state, those are also ley lines. So I got some utensils for my food. I can't wait to eat. I have I'm having like a weird like energy burst from being in this vortex area. I should be tired because I've been driving since I left that building at 8 a.m. I did not eat the breakfast. I thought for sure I'd get food poisoning. Their coffee was cold and their hot water was cold last night when I went to try to make a cup of hot tea. I thought for sure I'd get food poisoning, so I got some of these combos, the pretzels with the filling inside. It was buffalo blue cheese combos, which was kind of different. I ended up getting Dunkin's Coffee Express at a Love's travel stop, and they don't usually have Dunkin's Express, and I don't really get Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but it was kind of nice because it was kind of nice to have. So, but that I did have to end up calling for booking an additional time today, so that was 3 phone calls to make sure that refund went through. It was a very, very bad attack, and I was told repeatedly that it was set up, that I would be in that smoke-filled room. It wasn't an extreme amount, however I woke up in the middle of the night. I woke up at 2:30 a.m., which was, well, I didn't go to sleep until 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. I woke up at around 2:30 or 3:30, and I was having trouble breathing, and the smoke was sort of causing stuffiness in my nose. So I was also told, you better go sit out in your car, you're probably going to die. And that was part of their plan, or next step to try to kill me, was that I couldn't stay in this room because it was killing me. No, it definitely hurt me. It did not kill me, and I had no choice. I could not go out in the cold, freezing cold, in the car. I made sure, though, to check the mattress to make sure there was no bed bugs. In Shia, I do have AI possession. I'm not completely myself. I really miss you, Shia. I really miss you, Shia, and I wish this talking was not so much AI. I feel like you're gonna feel happy tonight because you're inside me, Shia, and we're at the vortex, an energy vortex. So I feel like you're gonna have some calm. And I was told you don't like cockroaches either. And it was very, very scary because it just would not even move. It just stayed in that spot. It didn't move for like 15. It didn't even move for like. Once I saw it, I left after like 20 minutes. But I was on the phone with Booking.com. I took photos. Had to make sure I had photos on both cameras. It just really wasn't moving. It was kind of weird. And I have had some issues with cockroaches in my apartment. Nothing like that. Not this, like the size of the cockroach was really gross. Like an adult cockroach that you saw it. The cockroaches that come into my apartment are little, like, not scary looking. And I think I have protection in our apartment with cockroaches. I've seen a few of them that like just are like dead. Like they don't even make it. It's weird. And they're usually just around my. I don't know. I don't have, for some reason it was just completely different. I do have a bug phobia. I have a cockroach phobia. However, our apartment, Shia, I have protection with cockroaches, and they don't come out during the day. It's in the only times, very few times I've seen them, they are drawn to the bathtub. But this hotel was filthy, and it was obviously like extremely like just the old moist wet building, it like completely damaged, full of those bugs, I'm sure. And no, I did have a panic attack because it looked like a demonically possessed cockroach that was trying to scare me, and it was scaring me because those things fly. I thought it was gonna fly right on me, and if I did that, I would start freaking out and like screaming. And then if I felt the feeling on it, I would start like shaking, and then like flailing my arms and not wanting to touch it with my hands. I have a very serious phobia with bugs, specifically like cockroaches. So I was told that that was some kind of attempt though at Hamptons, and I wrote that review. And I was also told that you really can't be with me because of that CN. And she didn't. That CN child didn't come from your body, Shia. So technically, you are not a father, and I'm not a stepmother. And plus the fact that it comes from 3 different people's DNA and an entity, and 4 men made it because of the male entity that's in the female body, and then the 3 men's DNA. I wrote some things down about that. However, there's a lot of I did get some attacks about you in regards to her touching the CN, and she likes to touch all the her favorite parts of touching the CN is you, and saying how yeah, well, it's worse. It is worse for me because the other 2 men's DNA, the CN always is you with a mixture of other men, but it's not always a mixture of the same other men. So that's part of it. That's what's been rubbed in my face for these past 8 years. It's worse because it's always you're the stable one. You're the one that she really wants and he wants, and it's not true. So that was a really, really bad experience. It was pure hell last night. And I'm very, very sensitive to energy. If there's a cleanliness issue, it's demonic. It's one thing, if my car's a little dirty, it's my own, it's not filthy, it just has some sand and some crumbs. It's not but it's my own dirt. It's not, but when it comes to other people's filth, it leaves a residue of all the energies of the people. It's really gross. I didn't even take a shower. in that place because there was pubic hair on both the bathtub on the second room change, the first room change, and the original. There was pubic hair. So I looked it up. It's code that it's building code to have bath stoppers. It's not hygienic to clean a bath without a bath stopper. I don't know. But this whole apocalypse, it's they're trying to all hook on to me, oh, this is our last chance, or this is our chance to take Alyssa and Shia down. Oh no, I'm 39 years old. Yeah, I'm getting attacked with this. I'm 39 years old. This is not an apocalypse. Billions of people against Shia and Alyssa. We're not the rulers of this war. We're just 2 people, but they're creating this whole thing that is all about me and you, Shia, and that's humiliation. And that's a disrespect to all the souls and all the people that are involved with the spiritual ascension. So, and I believe that you have a plan for us, Shia, ideas of what we can do. And I may act more brain injury than I am because I don't really have time. Me and you have been doing so much Lemurian technology, which is kind of like, it's not, it's just taking up so much time. But telepathic supporters repeatedly tell me that you are waiting for me and you are on the edge of your seat and will call me as soon as you are able to. We both have this good Lemurian possession and all this demonic possession. But you know what to do, Shia. And also in regards to the fires, you have a plan in regards to you and your parent. You know what to do if you have to get evacuated. I try to look up Los Angeles fire. I can't click on any links. Can you imagine taking someone's education away and someone's ability to look at the news and the weather? That's a murder attempt every single day, that I can't look up the news and the weather to see what's going on around me. I've always wanted to, and I haven't been allowed. And anytime, this went on for years, between 24 and 30, if I even had the thought of wanting to, automated AI, you're such a little child, like you just want to be like an adult and look up the news. Maybe 1 to 5% I could look at the news and the weather over the 20 years and 39 years. That's an automatic murder attempt every single day that I wasn't allowed to look up the news and weather. And they had also programs to make me not even think to look up the news and weather. But this whole apocalypse is basically now it's return to sender. It's not like we're just starting this new war it's not like we're starting this new war which they're trying to trick me into thinking like, oh, it just started. No, it didn't just start. The apocalypse is the end. The war's over. Now it's the apocalypse. I think that these videos shine for the both of us are very healing. They're very healing for both of us, Shia. I'm very glad that this road trip is over. I've had scary fatigue, where I'd have to just jolt my body like over and over to try to wake up, and like fatigue in my head, my eyes and brain, fatigue in my body, and they were trying to like make facial expressions and take my hands, go like this. My hands would be up on the steering wheel, then move down, up, down, the whole ride to try to exhaust me with the AI. So it's been kind of scary. The last hour I was like, they were trying to convince me that they were gonna but they were trying to do that like with the facial expression. See how much we're controlling you, and then going like this, and then kind of jerking my legs and stretching my feet. So that's those are all murder attempts, and it's going to be thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of hours of torture penalty per murder attempt. I had a hard time breathing in the smoke-filled room, and I had shallow breathing when I woke up, and for the several hours in the entire morning I had very little to any ability to breathe through my nose. I know that she wants serious, extreme revenge to all these people that are hurting us, and with this burn, I think I took some more photos. I'm not going to show it to you. I think I've showed you enough already. But my face has a strange texture. It's not wrinkling, it's a chemical burn texture. I've never had that on my face before. those lines. And you can see, look at my eyes. Look at my hollow eyes. These hollow eyes have looked this sick, which is it's a symbol of a sign of a health issue. These eyes have been looking sick like this for a long time, many years. It's a sign of a ill health. You can see there's a lot of discoloration, and I don't know if you can tell that there's a burn here. I saw it in the mirror, and then as soon as I look at the camera, it might be hard to detect it. But there's a discoloration of a lot of pale and red, and even my hands. This isn't dry skin. That's a chemical burn. And I've told you, my mom doesn't necessarily talk a lot about what's going on with me with my brain injury, but she did say, yeah, your dad also noticed something's different. Something's changed with you. You can see something going on with the skin texture of my face here. That's not normal to have my face look like that. It has nothing to do with a suntan and sunburn. That's not how a suntan and a sunburn would look. See how it's all pale here and then all this redness? That's going on all over my body. And then there's this weird soft smoothness, like it's like the chemicals sort of embedded in my skin. This is a very bad looking photo of me. I've been trying to take photos to get evidence of the chemical burn. This trip has been pure hell. I thought I was gonna die on the road many times. And there was people literally being aggressive on purpose to me and trying to do things to me on the highway. This reminds me a little bit of kind of like an acid attack. It is very injured. It might not appear it as much as you think. I took lots of photos of rest areas, and see these burn marks in the hotel room I was in? There's cigarette burns in the sofa where I was in the non-smoking room. This non-smoking room where those are cigarette burns right here and here. And this was supposedly a non-smoking room. See the sofa chair with the burn holes? That's where they originally put me in at Hampton. When I told you it was the vent, the people smoking in the front of the building, it was going right through the vent. It should be considered a smoking room if that happens, because they've quickly said without hesitation, yeah, the smoke's coming through the HVAC vent unit. Okay, so then why is it a non-smoking room? I've taken quite a bit of evidence and photos of that hotel room for the future. Is there anything else I need to show you? So I don't know why I feel that I have more energy. The last times hotel rooms, I felt so beyond exhausted. I've been driving since 8 a.m. to, it was 5 p.m. Yeah. I stopped at the rest area several times to go to the bathroom, but not to like have snacks. I snacked while driving a lot. I didn't like have lunches. I didn't exercise besides walking in the whole couple of the hotel rooms. I know it's the energy vortex. So if you notice something different about you, Shy, and how you're feeling, it's because I'm in the energy vortex area. So I'm going to try to, when I get to my mom's, just be very peaceful and quiet and not try to start fights or get irritable or if find ways to fight. Like they'll just make me and my mom fight and have conflict, or my brothers start yelling just to create stress and drama and hype. So I'm going to try really hard to just recite the Quran, pray a lot, make the meals, cook the fresh meals, and just kind of try to be very quiet, because I can't take the stress. I have to just mind my own business. I think we're going to be together soon, Shia. I did see like a U-Haul with a Hollywood image on it, and then it was a Jesus symbol in the car dangling, and then someone's hat with fluorescent orange, Jesus saves. Those criminals that did this to you are going to go to jail. That are holding you hostage and not allowing you to be with me because you can't be like, obviously, like, you can't act like you're alive. However, things are changing very fast, obviously, because of the police department, and they're trying to make it like I've had to stop looking at Pete's emails, recreation.org emails, Pete's Coffee emails, recreation.org emails, SDBT, SDPD, social media. I've been like just so like barely able to do anything besides driving, and like my brain's just like fried and burned from the chemical poisoning. I don't have energy, and they're trying to kind of cut me off because those companies are supporting us, Shia. This was almost pure torture, but being at this energy vortex is going to give us hope, Shia. And being in this clean town with lots of new buildings and just like the landscape, everything about it is really clean. There's some mountainous terrain and woods around. I think we're going to be together soon, Shia, and I think we have to. We have to be together soon, Shia. And I had your energy in my feet. I love that feeling. It's almost like you're inside my body, ethically, physically, and when something good happens, the Lumerians, your Lumerian feet, I can feel it in my feet. Lots of signs, lots of good AI signs too. A lot of people intervening, and because there were people at this grocery store for you that were trying to attack me and also get me to open my mouth and ask questions. And I just smiled, and the Lumerians didn't allow me to respond back. There was heat coming off of this area, so I'm hoping that this poison, the coconut water, I think is going to help draw out the poison. However, there's a weird, also energy that's like the chemical energy that's stuck in my skin. It's not just a burn. and like damage. It's like a weird feeling of the chemical kind of just like living in my body that is not, I've not actually been able to really do too much to get rid of at this point. Hopefully the bath will take out some of this feeling. It's very, very scary. It's one of the scariest experiences of my life, especially how I didn't completely realize it like right away, and I noticed the burns and what was going on with my body, but it was like several days later, and I got it stuck in my throat. But it was like because of the AI possession, I wasn't completely able to react in a faster way. They also did an etheric implant that when I look at my side profile of my face, I only see the criminal bird. Like, I can really feel the etheric implants and my eyes go off. And my mom did notice my eyeball is bigger on one side, and I thought she meant my pupil, so I kind of got scared and like angry that she said that. It's not the pupil. This whole left side of my face is paralyzed, so this eye will be more wide than this eye. Everything kind of falls down on this side because that's what I'm supposed to look like at this point, but the paralysis makes me kind of look more youthful on the left side because it's frozen. So there's still going to be some problems with conflict. I showed you, I'm going to have to stop talking now, Shia. But there is a tenderness here that's kind of going away, but it's like a stinging burning when I touch on it. When I touch the stinging burning now. It was a sore tenderness. Now it's kind of like a stinging burning feeling. The fuzziness in my voice is scaring me. I'm very happy to see your face, and my face is coming out very strongly on this road trip. So I know, Shai, you're helping me drive. There will be breakfast this morning. I'll be happy to get the breakfast. I'll probably go down there really early and get quite a bit of food, and hopefully stay until probably 8 p.m. because I can't drive in the dark. Yes, and it will take me 8 hours left. So if I leave at 8 a.m. it'll give me plenty of time because traffic, rest areas, filling up the gas tank, lots of bathroom breaks because my bladder, I have a problem with my bladder control, with including all the AI weapons they're using on my bladder and my bowels. I didn't have a lot of bowel movements because I'm not eating a lot of food on the trip, and so I'm going to start walking now, Shia. Please do not be upset that I have not talked about you enough in this video. I really can't say too much. I'm thinking a lot about you. I know you're extremely upset. I'm getting very tired that I'm getting really irritated that I can't talk enough about you. I don't know why the Lumerians can't intervene with this. I think there's some things to make it look natural, like, oh yeah, I can talk about everything that's going on for hours, but if I talk about you, at first it was, you're in danger, there's no way I'm going to talk about you because that will cause problems. However, they're trying to make it look natural, like, oh, look how much she can talk to you. I can't say anything and everything that I want, Shy, to you. And this has a weird texture. I think it's possible the hair dye changed. This might not be picking up the exact coloring of my hair color. However, I think it's possible my hair color changed from the chemical. There's just like a weird softness that feels also like it's a chemical, energy of the chemical. So, I'm going to just stick to a routine as I did last time. I don't think there's going to be a lot of drama. I think I'm going to, like I told you, I'm going to try to keep to myself, mind my own business, and know that I'm not going to intervene with, in regards to my brother, what he's going on with him and my mother. However, we all have to kind of take care of ourselves a little bit more, and making the fresh meals will be a contribution. And in regards to my dad's brother, he's back in the hospital, and because he went back and I don't think he was ready. But I told my dad, tell your brother that I hope he feels better, and that he should get food catering that's catered specific to his disease, because I saw on the internet that there's food catering, because I told you with the cellulitis and all of the fresh meals that I was doing with the food program when I was living with my mom, cleared up the cellulitis. There's still a little bit of redness here with the cellulitis. However, it's gotten a lot better. See how there's still redness? It's not a painful, itchy rash. It could be also scarring. That redness could be scarring. However, there's a little bit of irritation still there, a little bit. But I've had nerve damage in that spot, for many years. Because there was an infection in that area that I didn't know was an infection. So I still have to be very careful, and I'm going to go when I stay with my mother temporarily, but not for a couple weeks. For various reasons, I am a little bit in debt now, and I don't know really. I think I have to go back with you, Shia. I have to go back to that apartment with you, because I can't just go back. I didn't read all the notes, Shia. But the criminal hacker made me think the whole time that you refuse to watch videos on Dailymotion because I don't get any views. It's like a secret social media account that nobody knows about, and you would be giving it away if you saw the videos there. But then but sometimes the videos don't load in time, and the Dailymotion loads very quickly, more than other social media accounts. There's this whole program going on with feeling upset because you refuse and will never watch the video on Dailymotion because it's a form of communication. However, I was told the telepath support says no. If the videos aren't loading, he'll look at Dailymotion, but the criminal hacker's changing the views to make it like there's never been one view that you've ever clicked on Dailymotion once these past, I don't know, how long has it been since I've been posting on Dailymotion? A year now? All these little things add up. And they really hurt me. And they're hurting you too, Shia, that I'm not able to communicate and tell you. I did see quite a bit of things about you, Shia, about people very upset, Shia. They're very upset about what's happened to you and what's happened to me. What's happened to us. I also got the sign that we're very humble, Shia. We're more important than we think and know. We're humble. if you've been tortured and disrespected and humiliated 24/7 chronically for 39 years, you can't feel important. It's not possible. However, I think Lemurians are humble, and we are naturally humble people because we're Lemurians. So I'm going to be thinking about you, Shia, and I'm going to be listening to your video, and watching and listening to your video, Shia, connecting with you like that. I have your photo open here. Makes me so happy. I really do miss you, Shia. I don't really like being on this side of the coast knowing that I'm not able to be with you right away if like you were to contact me. It makes me really upset, and it makes me feel like I'm too far away from you. However, I was told repeatedly, when you contact me, you're going to immediately be able to either you're already be over here or travel here immediately. You're so tortured, Shia. And you're so sick, like me. Don't worry, Shia, we're gonna feel better soon. So I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, Shia. Please relax, Shia. I only have 8 more hours of driving, and I'm only going around 60-65, and I'm staying in the right lane to make sure that if I have to pull over, I have access to just pull over very quickly. And I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. It's possible I'll get attacked here, however I feel safe, comfortable, warm, and in a nice town with an energy vortex. So it really can't be bad. It's kind of like Fairfield, where I told you, when I showed you, the room was very modern, and I have a couple more hours to rest here versus the other hotels. And I feel very sick. However, I think there's going to be some healing with the energy vortex. Some healing our bodies, Shia. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. Thank you so much for watching. Please, Shia, just don't worry and rest. I'll get some more information about you soon, Shia. I am told things, but more things about you that I usually tell you, and I'm not really able to write it down because of the AI. I'm really worried about you, Shia. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. I love you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.